Hell of a year.
Are there any regrets about how it ends?
Catch the ball, make three. What else? We had the lead in the fourth quarter. I think we could have been better at executing, but all that doesn't matter. Like I said, a hell of a year.
I know it's your first season here, and I know Detroit is special to you in particular.
Mm-hmm.
You play in this building. You saw what it was like to be a part of a team that has revitalized the passion for Detroit basketball. I know you'll have time to reflect on it a little bit more as the days go on, but how special is it to be a part of this group accomplishing everything that you guys did this season?
In my whole 9 years in the NBA, I've never had this much fun coming to the gym. I've been through a lot of stuff just this year alone, and every day coming in was probably the best thing that happened to me. Coach JB and Trajan did an amazing job making sure when you come in here it's fun, it's energetic, it's a place where you want to be, and it's definitely a place I want to be. And to be here, you know, my mom's hometown. I grew up here a lot in the summer times. To be able to perform in front of the city is huge, and I'm glad I got a chance to do that.
Early in the season, you talked about this group having potential, and obviously to get here now and like it's still fresh, but what are some of the things that kind of stand out most that you're most proud of that this team was able to accomplish this season?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Tobias did an amazing job bringing this together after the game. It was quiet as hell. You know, he came in and said, look, man, it sucks, but, you know, we had a hell of a year. What we did was nobody believed in us. You know, it was Detroit versus everybody, literally. And even through playoffs, you know, we continue to fight for each other and have each other's back, and we live with the results. Like I said, it sucks, but I think we gave ourselves a chance every game, and we just didn't pull through.
Just through the series, Cade's first playoff series, obviously, how did you see him kind of match up to the moment, especially in hostile environments?
Man, I think particularly Cade has done an amazing job. Also, I want to shout out JD as well. You know, NAT, those guys that have their first playoff series was huge. They learned a lot in the moment. I know the first couple games it was tough for them, but man, they learned and they did everything they could. And I know next year when we get to this experience again, we'll be ready to go.
Malik, at the start of the season, you sat right there on that podium, and you guys were 0-4, and you say this is not an 0-4 team. What gave you the confidence back then to say that, and how have you seen that transpire into now?
Oh, definitely. Like I said, when I came into training camp, I knew the energy was different. Like I said, being able to come into the locker room, you know, or to the facility with a group of guys that had that much energy and that much fun, it makes it so much easier. I think that's what took us to another level. I think that's what brought us here today, was our energy and our togetherness. And like I said, we just got to keep running away with it.
You talked about before the game with us about, you know, how Detroit, playing in Detroit specifically, is the best atmosphere you've ever seen. How does today rank in all that, I guess?
Number one, definitely amazing atmosphere. The crowd was hyped. They had our back. You know, next year we got to make sure we protect home court. For us to get 2 wins in the Garden, we get 1 or 2 wins here, man, and, you know, we close it out. So it's like a learning experience. Like I said, and it's not the end of the world. We got a lot to look back. Like for me, I need to sit down and process this whole year. It's been nonstop. I played every single game, so just got to continue to, you know, live with the results and continue to trust the process.
In establishing the foundation this season, you know, there was a lot said about what J.B. Bickerstaff has meant to this team. Kind of talk about his leadership and, you know, what he meant to you guys during this playoff series.
Bickerstaff is huge for us. Like I said, I told everybody before, he was like an uncle to us. You know, he doesn't feel like a coach. He feels like that cool uncle that obviously you want to listen to. And then, you know, practice days, he's always catering to us. He'll make the coaches switch. He'll be like, it's a players' league and stuff like that. Coach JB is hilarious, man. He's a great coach. He stayed on my tail about getting back on defense when I shimmy in. So Nah, he's an amazing human as well. Him and his family, and you can tell that we followed behind him. He was a leader, and we all followed behind him and trusted him. And after those first couple of games, we all believed it, and that's where it took it to another level.
Everybody right now is talking about, good effort, season, proud of, things like that. But what has to sting from this? What part of the pain needs to be used to get better next year? You've been in the league a long time.
Yeah.
Teams only get better if it hurts.
Yeah, I mean, definitely it hurt. I don't think anybody in there was happy to go home today. Like I said, it's been us against the world, our team. And so for us to stay together, for us to build on it, I think obviously the pain hurts. AT was pissed that, he is the best defender in the world, and he should have felt like he got to stop on that last possession. I'm the best shooter in the world. I feel like I should have got on the best in the last possession. So with that being said, like, you can't dwell on it too much. You got to get ready for the next season. It's my favorite part of the season, the off season. It's where I get better, and you just got to stay in tune with the guys and continue to get better this whole summer. Thank you.